time for us to turn our attention to real estate. Agent Sharita, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Before we get cracking, you have no idea how many people look forward to seeing you on a Tuesday morning. They quite enjoy,
Really?
yeah, for real. And so everywhere I turn, there are people who said, hey, we just love Agent Sharita. So
Oh,
thank
thank you
you.
so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So you're pleasing a lot of people. That means you're doing something really good. Now,
Good, good.
today, and this when I saw the topic, I thought, good manners in real estate. What are you talking about?
Oh my gosh. Pearson, Pearson,
Yes.
real estate is not for the faint of heart, okay? Um, it is like high stakes poker, and because of it, the best behaviors do not emerge.
So
They don't.
explain to me some of the scenarios where some of the bad behavior would emerge.
All right, all right. And owners, y'all need to hear this because sometimes you don't think that we notice or that, others are doing it, but this is a common thread across the board. Perfect example, Pearson. Let's take, I am a seller. My job is to sell. So I advise you accordingly. We start off with the right rate for your property. And if after a couple months I'm not getting enough phone calls or emails, I let you know we need to probably adjust this price. The market isn't responding. And many owners are obviously hesitant because they don't want to give away your property, right?
Yes, yes.
But when you hear this one, you ready for it? I had a property at 495,000. I happened to come across the same property online at 435,000 with
Mm.
someone else, another agent. This is after I had begged the owner, please, we need to reduce the price. The property was what? $60,000 less.
Yes.
When I asked her about the price that I saw, she said, well, Amy, my sister made me do that. It is your property, ma'am. My sister made me do that, and I didn't even really want to go with that agent, but we can just test it out with she. We
Mm.
can test it out, and what you could do, she can keep it at 430, but you could drop yours to 450,000, and we
Ah.
will see how it will work out. Because I'm an idiot, right?
I see the
If you only
challenges.
know how often we deal with these types of scenarios, it
Wow.
is it is tough, Pearson.
That's,
It is tough. It is tough.
so what then do you want the homeowners to do? I mean, to be honest, up front, not naturally,
Mm.
that's one of the things you'd want them to do. And let's negotiate in honesty and fairness, really.
Yes. Listen, you hire an agent for use of their expertise and guidance.
Hmm.
So don't ignore them, ignore them, ignore them, and then just want the property to miraculously sell itself. Another problem that plagues a lot of owners sometimes, and it can hurt your feelings when I say it, but I say it, greed, greediness. Sometimes we're in a climate, Pearson, where
Yes.
let's say an owner makes a client makes an offer of 500,000 on your house. Okay. I honestly believe that it might be a fair offer considering you initially had it at 535. It took a year for somebody
Hmm.
to make the offer. Take it and run, or at least counter with some slight counter, see what they can come up to. Oh, no, 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 no. Man, I feel if we hold on just a little bit longer,
Mm. And then you lose the
5 years
sale.
later, 5 years
Yes.
later, the house is still
Still.
there. Yeah. So
Ah,
it's like playing shadow and the bone, and grabbing, 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 and not dealing with the offers right in front of you.
you're quite right.
So that's
Yeah.
one of the
And
tough
that, that,
things.
that that's I suspect that's one of the most typical ones that you encounter where we want to stick out for what we want, not recognizing the market has shifted as well, and so
Yeah.
we lose out the opportunity.
Yes. Another issue with owners, God bless you, I love you, without you, I don't have a job. But if we arrange that we're meeting Wednesday to list your house, which means photos, take a description, etc., why am I turning up to the scene of a tornado? You knew I was coming. You knew I was coming. It doesn't have to be museum clean, Pearson, but you could pelt some of the things in a cupboard,
Yes,
declutter. At least
yes.
try.
And that's not your job to
Ah,
have to do. You should not be the one who
no,
has to do all of that. And that's the
no,
whole
no.
point, yeah. So when it comes to
Oh
the good
God.
manners, we're talking about the manners here. So if you're going to be entering the real estate market 40, you have to be able to sell your best side. You also make sure, as Agent Sharita just said, that when she comes to take her photograph so that she can publish you, that you show your best self. Yeah, get
Be
ready,
ready.
man. Clean up the house, put the garbage somewhere, and you have to bring it back, bring it back. But make the property look
Oh
it's
God, correct, correct. So that is on the owner, the seller's bad behavior. Can I share just a smidge of bad behavior?
yes, yes, you may.
Clients, we know y'all do this. We talk about you. If I show you the property and you know you like it, but wait a minute. If I get Sharita out of the equation, maybe I can negotiate a little bit lower with the
Ah,
seller directly. So you know what I tell Sharita? Man, yeah, we ain't like it. We
mm,
ain't like it at all. Terrible. Then you go back 2 weeks later to the property because the owner, hi, yeah, just wondering if we could,
yes.
discuss deal directly. And there are quite a few unethical owners who will act as if I didn't bring you to the property, forget that I exist,
Mm,
and negotiate directly the buyer, cutting the agents out
out.
of the equation. Yes,
That's not nice at all.
happens more often than you think
It's not nice at all. Because then you run the
with
risk too
real
of
estate.
running your problems there. The agent who's the experienced one can help you or that the deal is legit and good. But there, when you choose to
Yes.
do it on your own, yourself up to a whole host of other issues. So do it. Don't do
hmm
it. Don't cut out the agent.
And then there's the yes, and then things now, well, not minor, but a bit more trivial, but still bothersome. I arranged to meet with John Brown at your property, Pearson. You rush home from work to open up your property. I reconfirmed with John Brown in the morning that we're looking at your property, and guess what? As we look at the clock and realize it's now 10 minutes after 12, and I call John Brown. You know what John Brown tells me? I was to call you,
Oh,
I ain't gonna be able to make that. I can't make that. I go on meeting.
see
Hmm?
that?
I
I
go on
hate
meeting.
that. I know that I hate. I'm a stickler for time. Everybody here who works with me knows me when it comes to time, and not just being punctual, but being upfront and honest. If I can't make it, I'll tell you with sufficient time.
Yeah.
I can imagine how irksome that must be for a real estate agent.
I have gone to the bowels of the earth, got there early, took an hour to get there to hear that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's not good. That's not good.
Yeah.
Buyers, come on, we gotta change that behavior, man. That's not good at all. I
Ain't
mean,
easy. Ain't easy.
I could well imagine. And the thing is, because it's your job, you put yourself out as well, as you just described. And here it is now,
Yeah.
me, the lazy buyer, potential buyer, I'm playing the fool. That's not good.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's not
Yes.
good.
And you schedule your whole day. People don't
Yeah.
realize agents schedule their whole day. So today might be a St. Philip and East day. So
Mm.
when you bail on me, you mess up my whole synergy. And one of the last things I'm going to share with you, Pearson,
Mm-hmm.
those buyers who cheekily say that they're cash buyer, and cash is king in real estate world. It excites an owner, the thought that a deal can wrap up probably in under 5 weeks as opposed to 5 months. So you find that an owner would be more willing to accept a slightly lower offer if it's a cash
Mm-hmm.
offer. So you know what some clients do? Yeah, I'm a cash buyer. I'm a cash buyer. I got the funds there ready, all cash.
Mm-hmm.
Then when the offer is accepted at a figure lower than probably the norm, and they make their 10% deposit, and I realize all of a sudden things taking kind of long. Yeah, just waiting for the bank to sort things out. What bank?
Yes, you had the
What bank?
cash. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So welcome to the world of real estate. It is not for people who want to keep their blood pressure low. Mm-mm.
Or the
It is
faint of
not easy.
heart.
No, it is not
I,
easy.
I can
I,
well imagine. There's a whole
yeah.
new set of respect we have for you this morning, for real, to know you
Thank
have to
you.
encounter all of these different personalities. I'll describe it that way safely. That you have to encounter
That's
day
exactly
in,
it.
day out. And it's unfair. I think it's unfair in lots of ways because, you're hurting either the seller or you're hurting the real estate agent. And most of all, you're hurting yourself. Because then when you are
Yes.
appearing to be unethical, your opportunity for another encounter, positive encounter, will be less. So let's change our behaviors. Let's be respectful.
Please,